So I was trained to become a gymnast for 2 years in Hunan, China in the 1970s.
So I was trained to become a gymnast in Hulong, China in the 1970s.
When I was in the first grade, the government wanted to transfer me to a school for athletes, all expenses paid. But my tiger mother said no.
When I was in the first grade, the government wanted to send me to a school for gymnasts, completely paid, but my tiger mother said no.
My parents wanted me to become an engineer like them. After surviving the Cultural Revolution, they firmly believed there's only one sure way to happiness: a safe and well paid job. It is not important if I like the job or not.
My parents wanted me to become engineers like them. They knew that there was only one sure way to happiness, and that was having a good, paying, steady job. It didn't matter whether you liked the job or not.
But my dream was to become a Chinese opera singer. That is me playing my imaginary piano.
My dream was to become a Chinese opera singer. That's me playing my imaginary piano.
Opera singer must start training young to learn acrobatics. So I tried everything I could to go to opera school. I even wrote to the school principal and the host of a radio show. But no adults liked the idea.
I wanted to go to opera school from when I was very young to learn acrobatics. But no adults really liked the idea. I even wrote to radio stations and spoke to different people about it.
No adults believed I was serious. Only my friends supported me, but they were kids, just as powerless as I was.
Nobody took me serious. Just my friends, but they were kids just like me, with the same type of dreams.
So at age 15, I knew I was too old to be trained. My dream would never come true.
So at age 15, I knew that I was too old to be trained. So I knew that my dream would never come true.
I was afraid that for the rest of my life, some second class happiness would be the best I could hope for. But that's so unfair.
I was so afraid that second class happiness would be would I was afraid that second class happiness would be for me, but that was so unfair.
So I was determined to find another calling. Nobody around to teach me. Fine, I turned to books.
So I decided to find another calling. Nobody around to teach me. Fine. So I decided to turn to books.
I satisfied my hunger for parental advice from this book by a family of writers and musicians.
I satisfied my appetite for parental advice with this book from a group of family and musicians.
I found my role model of an independent woman when Confucius tradition requires obedience. And
I found my role model in this woman when Confucius tells us we must be obedient.
be efficient from this book. And I was inspired to study abroad after reading these.
I learned how to be very efficient with my money with this book. And after reading these books, I wanted to study abroad all over the place.
I came to US in 1995. So which books did I read here first?
I came to the US in 1995. So what books did I read when I came here first?
Books banned in China, of course. The Good Earth is about Chinese peasant life. That's just not convenient for propaganda. Got it?
Books banned in China, of course. The Good Earth describes peasant life in China, but it is not good for propaganda, of course.
The Bible is interesting but strange. That's a topic for a different day.
The Bible is interesting but strange. It's a topic for a different day.
But the fifth commandment gave me epiphany. You shall honor your father and mother.
But the Fifth Amendment gave me an epiphany. You shall honor your father and mother.
Honor, I said. That's so different and better than obey. So it becomes my tool to climb out of this Confucius guilt trap and to restart my relationship with my parents.
Honor. It's such a good word to use. It will help me get out of this Confucius guilt trap and restart my relationship with my parents.
Encountering a new culture also started my habit of comparative reading. It offers many insights. For example, I found this map out of place at first because this is what Chinese students grew up with. It had never occurred to me China doesn't have